Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that has been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him for such a large an extension, but when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-play.
Another three for Golden State.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
And counting, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here. Well, I don't really know what to call it other than maybe the shoelace incident. But remember last year, J.R. Smith got himself into trouble for untying Sean Marion's shoelaces during a free throw.
On its way from Curry for two, and it's Golden State with another.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Smith dishes to Shumpert. Feeds it to Thompson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now with J.R. Smith, it proved to blow up into a major distraction for him and the team. And while some applauded him for not taking things too seriously, flag for not being 100% mentally into the game.
Yeah, and you know, the problem simply, Kevin, is that it is an accumulation of those kinds of issues with JR that lead to people thinking that he's not quite locked in and focused, and that really might not be the case, but it's the impression it leaves. I think he's got to be more businesslike between the lines on a regular basis.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 8 points.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter. It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, Kevin Durant, Clark, gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Shots good. Stephen Curry. Curry's got 22 points.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Shumpert's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss. Cleveland's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Haywood kicks to Shumpert. Another three for Cleveland. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Curry with the three. Another miss by Curry. The drive by Shumpert. And there's the feed to Mozgov. James kicks to Haywood.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers lead by 12. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. In for J.R. Smith. Warriors trail by 11. The drive by Iguodala. Fires for three. Can't get it to go. Shumpert with some nice D. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green with the ball.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
You know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And the first one at the line is good.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
Iguodala against LeBron. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Warriors trail by 9. Thompson for the triple. There's the bucket. Good. Thompson's got 18 points now here in the second half. And back to the camera system you were talking about. Some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of data, Steve, from those cameras.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear how different teams are using that technology. Some teams use it to check on the club's spacing. They'll see how many times a guy is dribbling the ball compared to the season before. That's what the Celtics did with Rondo. So it's really interesting. It's a tremendous amount of data to process. But the trick is, making it work, making it mean something.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. You got to play hard, guys.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
And thank you for that, Doris.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. There is no chance of his return to this game, and from the sound of it, gentlemen, he could be out a whole lot longer than just today.
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I don't know, though. I mean, one way or another, it seems to me as though it's going to be a long time before we see him back in uniform.
Yeah, such a shame, guys. You always hate to hear of any player getting injured, and this one
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Cavaliers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8-12. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
52 seconds left in the game. James, and he makes good on the win. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
From D, Iguodala. And that one's good.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yep, basket here and pretty much wraps it up.
And Shumpert kicks to James, and he commits the intentional foul.
What a game for LeBron. He has 23 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved. They're in a great zone.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 8. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Curry outside. Here's Thompson. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a three-point play.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. You take the bump to maintain control of your body and put it in the hole.
The Warriors missing. Timeout called. Cleveland. Guys, your thoughts?
Not not sure why they're calling this timeout. The game is pretty much over.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Steve. Maybe they just want to bask in the wind just a little longer, but I don't agree with it. Let's go. Get out of here.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we can just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.